If you think your coffee routine has gotten a little boring, then we need to talk. We're all familiar with the main ways to brew coffee. You've got your French press, your standard drip machine, and your pour over. But today we're going to be looking at something that's equal parts science, experiment, performance art, and coffee maker, the Siphon. Specifically the Bodum ePebo electric automated version of this classic brewing technique. So first, what is siphon brewing? Let's go ahead and do a quick comparison. A French press is full immersion. You soak the grounds in water and then press a metal filter down. This gives you a heavy body, lots of oils, but a little bit of sediment. A drip or pour over is percolation. Hot water flows through the grounds in a paper filter using gravity. This gives you a clean, bright cup that highlights acidity. A siphon is in its own category. It's a full immersion brewer that uses vapor pressure and a vacuum to brew. And here's the magic. You put water in the bottom chamber and the coffee grounds on top. The ePebo boils the water and steam pressure forces that hot water up into the top chamber to soak the grounds. And then you need to stir it a little bit to ensure a full immersion and even extraction. And with the Bodum, precise brew time of about 4 minutes automatically shuts the electric base off. So as the bottom chamber cools, it creates a powerful vacuum, sucking all that brewed coffee back down through a filter, leaving the dry grounds behind on top. So the result is that you get a rich, full-bodied extraction of a French press, but with incredible clarity and clean finish of a pour-over. It produces a cup that's very bright, aromatic, and almost tea-like in its purity. But let's go ahead and talk about the Bodum ePebo itself. So for decades, siphon brewing meant using a butane torch or stovetop, managing the temperature, timing it yourself, basically a big hassle. The ePebo's main feature is that it's fully automated, so the benefits of this are obvious because it's going to be consistent. All you have to do is add water and coffee and then press that button, and the machine handles the precise temperature and 4-minute brew time for you. You don't have to worry about anything. The show, this is definitely a conversation starter. Watching the water defy gravity, brew on top, and then dramatically get sucked back down is pretty cool. It's theater for your kitchen. And then there's no open flame. The base has a keep warm function as well for up to 30 minutes, and then the bottom carafe, even though it's made of plastic, is BPA free. So the top part is, however, made of glass. This Bodum electric siphon machine is not perfect. So let's go ahead and talk about some of the cons. The cleanup is probably going to be one of the biggest complaints for all siphon brewers. You have the bottom pot, which is easy. It's basically just water and coffee, but you have the top glass funnel with its long narrow tube, and then the filter assembly, which does take a little bit of work to take it apart, as well as rinsing and maybe even a brush to get stuck grounds out of the funnel or filter. So it's a process. The ePebo also uses a reusable nylon filter, which, yeah, it's eco-friendly, but it is also made of plastic. So some coffee purists may prefer some sort of a traditional cloth or paper filter, for which there seem to be many third-party manufacturers. And then for the brew time from start to finish, the whole process, heating, brewing, and drawdown was supposed to take about 6 to 8 minutes, but in my testing it really takes up to 12 minutes or longer to get the very last drops from the top. So the final verdict, the Bodum ePebo siphon coffee maker does give you that amazing siphon flavor with some convenience as well as consistency. It's as fuss-free of a siphon as you can get and more affordable than a full Hario glass setup, plus a high-end heater, or importing the electric version for Japan, which maybe I'll tell you about in my next video. Thanks for watching. If I missed anything, leave any comments or questions below, and see you in my next video.